I'm going to show you guys how to do a leg press. So most leg presses are pretty similar. There's a few different variations, but we use the basic plate loaded one that you tend to see in most gyms. So come on. So leg press is a great exercise to get more volume of training on your legs, predominantly your quads. You can move your feet around a little bit, higher and wider, creates a slightly greater emphasis on hamstrings and glutes. People tend to get excited or exaggerate this effect. If you really want to train your glutes and your hamstrings, do exercises that are much better at hammering these. Narrower and lower tends to be a little, you feel it more in your quads. The high versus low, this stuff is not as important as people want to make it out to be. But if you want to feel differences in your legs, go for it. The main reason why I put my feet anywhere with myself or a client is what gives me the greatest mobility, so that way my back doesn't round at the bottom, and what feels the most comfortable. And so that way my heels don't lift off and I'm not pressing with my toes. You want to push through the entire foot. So I tend to start with a foot placement that mirrors my squat. And someone might say, well, why would you do that? Because then you're just doing the same thing as your squats, well, assuming you're even doing squats, which you probably should be. Well, now we're able to get a lot more leg volume without the system stress and the axial, the skeletal fatigue of loading up a squat. In some cases, that stuff will tire out before your legs are tired on a squat. This way we can actually push the legs. So feet, I like to angle my toes slightly out and I'm pushing through the entire foot. My knee in line with my toes, I use my hips to pull my knees open, flex my abs. My shoulder blades are drawn back as I grab the handles, so my back is straight. At the very bottom, I go as low but not lower than what my lower back will keep straight and allow me to. At the top, I do a soft, not a hard lockout. We do not want to hard lock the knees. If you're hypermobile, it's extremely dangerous and it just adds unnecessary risk of injury. So just don't do it, okay? So come down as far as you can, press through the entire foot, keeping the hips open. I like doing higher reps here, sets of 10 to 15, so that way we don't use too much load to introduce unnecessary injury risk. And don't be a micro repper. You see guys, it's only ever guys who do stupid shit like this, that they're doing this kind of nonsense. What are you doing? That's nonsense. So use some range of motion, train your legs. It's one of my favorite exercises for added leg volume. Thanks.